above the rest.
Wow, so many uses for olive oil. Whoa, did you just see that fish jump?
No!
Probably isn't the place we want to go fishing anyways, but we are on a peninsula, and Italy is surrounded by ocean full of fish. With a coastline of almost 5,000 miles, it's no surprise Italians have grown accustomed to fresh fish. And with a yearly aquacultural production of 230,000 pounds, there's plenty to go around. While production has increased in recent years, technique remains the same. It's not rare to see fishermen or members of their families making nets or repairing old ones. A common method of netting fish off the coast of Italy is known as long netting. With this method, fishermen trap large schools of fish and move them towards shore. Once pinned close to the shore, the fishermen can move in with smaller nets to capture them. This method allows fishermen to capture a wide variety of medium and large-sized fish. The availability of seafood is not ignored by Italians. Restaurants offer a variety of options. Tuna is a delicious appetizer or main dish, and like any American coastal community, mussels and clams can find their way to the dinner table. They can even dominate it. Italy's fresh market for mussels and clams is one of the largest in Europe. I know what you're thinking. Italy is known for pasta, not fish, right? This isn't a fact lost to Italians. But if you can't beat them, join them. Fresh fish can be found in pasta too. Popular pastas to find fish in are gnocchi and linguine. Fish has been a part of Italy's past and will continue to be so in the future. If you ever find yourself sipping wine and eating pasta in this beautiful country, remember, it's also a peninsula. And that's why I voted for George W. Bush, but only the first time.
Understandable. You know, I've noticed something different about Italy and America, and it's the coffee. It's the way they drink it. It's a lot slower here. You know, they take their time.
It's not the Starbucks of the United States.
Exactly. And I know this isn't Starbucks. It's Maracuya. Have you been here yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's really good. Do you want to go get a cup?
I'd love to. Let's go.
The art of making the perfect cafe is a subject of much debate. Like most foods, techniques and flavors vary throughout the country. In Italy, cafe can be found in many forms. However, there are four main cafe drinks: cafe, cappuccino, latte macchiato, and cafe macchiato. Cafe is just a shot of espresso, a great way to get that much-needed pick-me-up in a conveniently small size. For those who aren't used to the strong flavor of espresso, a cafe in Italy can be overwhelming. A nice alternative to a cafe is a cappuccino. A cappuccino is made by combining a shot of espresso with frothy, boiling milk. Cappuccino is more commonly drank during breakfast time and is complemented nicely with a fresh pastry or un cornetto in Italian. A latte macchiato contains about twice as much milk as a cappuccino, but with the same amount of espresso. A cafe macchiato contains the same amount of espresso as a cafe, but with a small amount of added milk to make the taste more smooth and enjoyable. In Italy, a cafe break is so much more than just re-energizing the body. Cafe is a lifestyle, not just a drink. A bar serves as a place for a break from the day to catch up with friends and re-energize the soul. Italians focus on human interaction and the importance of taking one's time to enjoy the cafe and the people around you. The Italian culture of cafe exemplifies that laid-back quality of life that the Italians are famous for. Okay, this one. A tavola non si invecchia.
You don't age at the table, correct?
Perfecto.
Well, that's also the mantra of slow food. Slow food started in Italy almost 20 years ago.
Slow food. It's an organization. It's a movement. It's a way of eating. It's a way of living. And it all began in Italy. Oddly enough, slow food is a result of fast food giant McDonald's opening a restaurant in Rome. Carlo Petrini led a group of protesters armed with bowls of pasta attempting to stop fast food from entering Italy. In the end, nothing could stop the Golden Arches from opening up the cross from the Spanish Steps in 1986. McDonald's victory only strengthened Petrini and his followers. As a result, slow food was born. Appreciation is key to slow food, and members believe that humans can only appreciate food if they understand the processes that occur before the meal reaches the table. Petrini has said that the saddest sight in the world is a man who is eating alone. Slow food claims that most people have lost touch with culinary interests in their relationship with nature. By building a connection with Mother Nature, or Terra Madre, they say people will be able to live happier lives. They will fall in love again with food and change the pace of their lives to include time for enjoyment and gratitude. A slow food lifestyle is unhurried, beginning and ending at the dinner table. The slow food movement exemplifies Italians' belief that eating is one of the most significant parts of life. While younger generations are becoming more globalized in their culinary preferences, a movement driven by good food, good company, and tradition is sure not to die out anytime soon.
You know, slow food is no longer limited to Italy. There's headquarters in all 50 of the US states.
Oh, well, that's fine and all, but I'm hungry now.
You want to eat right now?
Yeah, I want fast food, not slow food.
All right, well, how about we go get a kebab?
Yes.
You know, Italian fast food is not like it is back in America. Most people see it as a food that is eaten only out of necessity or when time does not permit eating a full meal. However, America does have a foothold in the fast food market in Italy. It's easy to find a McDonald's or a Burger King in many large and medium-sized cities. Unlike in America, though, the menus are generally smaller, as are the size of the meals. Supersizing in Italy really isn't an option. Another option for the Italian on the go is the kebab. Kebabs are originally from Turkey. They consist of a combination of sauces with lamb, lettuce, tomatoes, and onion, and they're in a cut-open roll. Come to think of it, I want one right now. Pizza is probably the most common fast food in Italy. In most cities and towns, there are pizzerias on every block that sell
sell pizza by the slice. One type of fast food which has made a town famous are the Scoli olives. These are olives that are stuffed with meat, lightly breaded, and then fried. These are not only a fast food, but they can be served at a normal dinner as well. Of course, for the Italian that doesn't even have time to wait for their food to be cooked, there are the vending machines, available anytime, day or night. Although, I wouldn't really suggest this, it's more of a last resort.
And that is how you cure cancer.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I would really love some pizza right now. Do you want to go get some pizza?
Yeah, I would love pizza.
I mean, because when you think of Italy, what do you think of?
Pizza.
Exactly.
Pizza in both Italy and back in America have a lot of similarities. There are pizzerias all around town in Italy, just like at home. There are also a lot of differences. Americans tend to buy a full pizza and try to devour the entire meal as fast as possible, while Italians take it much slower. In America, there are a lot of places where you can order pizza and have it delivered right to your door. This is not as prevalent in Italy, but there are a few exceptions. McFast is one of the pizzerias that will deliver and bring their pizza to your doorstep. The pizzas are delivered on the back of scooters here in Italy. In America, there are primarily two varieties of pizza, thick and cheesy or thin and stringy. The normal pizza shapes in America is one of a circle with 8 pieces. Here in Italy, you can go to different pizzerias where you can get multiple shaped pizzas. They come in the shape of a full circle, just like in America, but they also come in rectangular slices, and some even look like small sandwiches. Italians let the pizza dough rise overnight so that in the morning they have balls of dough waiting for them. In Italy, they have the opportunity to find fresh ingredients because there are vegetable stands in the markets and stores that sell fresh produce. Pizzerias use different ingredients for the different styles of pizza they offer. Some of those ingredients include mushrooms, onions, basil, sauce, and mozzarella. And then there are some ingredients you wouldn't expect to find, like fried potatoes. The pizza then goes into the oven where they can cook it at 287 degrees Celsius. The whole process of making the pizza is a much more satisfying accomplishment in Italy than it is in America.
And that's why I think the Steve Harvey Show is today's Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
That is a really valid point. Okay, you know when people think of European chocolate, they usually think of Belgium, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well that's not really fair because Italy has its own chocolate industry. I mean, they have large corporations as well as small local shops like this one. Chocolate is one of Italy's favorite dessert choices. There are numerous kinds of chocolate sold around Italy and even more ways of adding chocolate to different foods. let's first look at how the chocolate we see on store shelves is made. Chocolate was first discovered by the Aztecs in 1100 BC. Through the generations, the chocolate we know today has a very specific creation process. The cocoa plant is cultivated in tropical South America. The beans inside are extracted from their shell and fermented to develop their flavor. After fermentation, the beans are dried, cleaned, and roasted. Then they are developed into two different components, cocoa solids and cocoa butter. Most chocolate today is consumed in the form of sweet chocolate, combining chocolate with sugar. Milk chocolate contains sweet chocolate, plus milk powder and condensed milk. White chocolate contains cocoa butter, sugar, and milk, but no actual cocoa solids, which means white chocolate doesn't actually qualify as chocolate. Chocolate has become one of the world's most favorite flavors. Chocolate gifts can fill different molds for certain holidays. Hearts for Valentine's Day, Santa's on Christmas, and eggs, bunnies, and ducks for Easter. Regardless, you don't need a special occasion to eat chocolate. At least I don't. And when you know it's fresh, you know it's good.
Wow, we ate a lot today.
I'm so full.
Too full for gelato?
No.
Andiamo.
Few experiences in Italy are as memorable or as delicious as tasting rich, flavorful gelato for the first time. Gelato is that quintessential Italian treat, acknowledged by many experts to be the best ice cream in the world. Gelato is Italian for frozen, and two distinct recipes of this dessert have emerged. Traditionally, milk-based gelato originated in northern Italy, while the dairy-free fruit and water-based gelato, or more commonly known as sorbet, came from the warmer parts of southern Italy. In Italy, gelaterias, or gelato shops, can be found everywhere. The gelato is served in cups, cones, or waffle bowls, and is priced per scoop. This means that you can select a flavor for each scoop you order. It is common for Italians to mix and match the flavors to create their own unique